I'm going to show you why you shouldn't spend another dime on construction software. And today in 2026, the reason is that what you can build in-house is going to be cheaper, it's going to be faster by far, and it's going to have all the features you want. It's also not going to be clunky, so you're not going to have to try to ram your business into the model of a templated off-the-shelf software. You can do this there are all kinds of AI tools that can do this now. I'm partial to Claude Code. But if you take a look at this, this is one example of many of a layout that is suitable for the construction workflow. So you can have your dashboard however you want to configure this. You've got leads here, what's waiting on signatures, things that are ready to schedule, billing that's ready to go. But what I want to show you is this. So if I click into a job here, I personally like to structure detail pages like this so I can just click through the different phases of a job. But you'll see actually one more caveat. When I jump into a job, I like to have it jump to the tab that it corresponds with the phase it's in. I don't have that in this demo right here, but it's a nice touch. So it jumps you right to the context. So here, overview, you have your basic details. The first place you'll see custom code start to really shine is in the estimate phase. Let me go back into intake here so you can see what this process looks like. So there's no estimate yet. Let's say that we created a new job. Again, this is bare bones, but you'll add a lot more details when you create an intake form. The estimate should then be plugged into that intake data. So I can click this button here to generate the estimate instantly, and this is literally how fast you can generate those estimates. So I know a lot of tools that they load forever, they have to call other APIs, they work with other platforms. When you build this in-house, it's just going to take the data that's in your database and crank out that estimate. And that's what we're looking at here. So super fast, sending for signature. That's another common workflow, super fast. As fast as I am demoing it here, when you have a custom code platform, it can do that. Previewing PDFs, again, generating reports, PDFs, that's all basically instant now. Going into scheduling. Scheduling is one of those areas where there is a lot of difference between how different businesses, even within the same industry, set things up. So that's where, again, this is a huge advantage, having things built with custom code. You can lay out your crew the way you'd like to visualize that, however you'd like. Your off-the-shelf software is going to be giving you their templatized version of what they think your scheduling should look like, and oftentimes it's okay. It does an okay job, but it's never going to be exactly the way you want to visualize your crews. Are you tracking vehicles? Are you placing crews with those vehicles? Are you tracking materials in those vehicles? There's so many ways to slice your scheduling that when you go custom, you don't have those constraints. Progress, your daily logs. So with custom code, again, you're going to be able to add images of work completion a lot faster, have admins view that in ways that make sense to them, and add requirements. So for different types of projects, maybe you track different types of evidence. You can do all of that here. Invoicing is another huge one. Every business owner has spent a lot of time, more time than they would like, doing invoicing. When it's connected to the same data as the estimate, it is instantaneous. Again, when the code is all baked in on the front end, it's not calling other platforms. It's not a tangled mess of automations. It runs a simple script, looks through the estimate, and immediately pulls everything into an invoice that you can preview as a PDF, say, yep, that looks good, and then you can send it to the client. All that can and should be happening just right here from this single page in the admin side of the app. Messages, collaboration, all of that's fairly straightforward, but it's handy to have that all here. Now, while this type of an interface is great and it saves a lot of time, what we push for is actually the next step in the evolution, which is the sort of command center one pager where you can manage things. So this is one specific job, and this view is great for that job. Let me show you another view that's useful once you have that step knocked out. So you've got your app built. This is an interface that you can lay over that type of data where you can manage all of these aspects of your business from one single page. And this is where AI really starts to come into play. So you can see I have a daily stand-up here. This is, okay, what's on fire? That's the first question I want to answer. any bid follow-ups, that's next, change orders, the schedule. So this is the order that you might like to take your work in. If you have AI plugged into your comms, into your jobs, it's going to be able to identify fires using whatever judgment you give it, and it does a really good job of this. What this means is that instead of jumping into this job, then you back out and you say, okay, which job do I want to go to now? It's serving you up your priorities in the order that you need to see them. But then it takes it a step further. I can click on this and AI will have already set up some options for me to just delegate that work. So we have a framing inspection that was failed. Maybe I need to create a task here. So I'll have AI create that task and I'll have it send it to my team, and all of a sudden that's just taken care of. I'm still within the context of my broader list though, so I haven't been derailed by diving too deep into the weeds for this job. I can now go to my bid follow-up that's next, and I can take whatever action I need to from here. We can have recommended actions. We can also just type in a custom request, and because your AI is plugged into your database, it has full reign. It can do these things. You can delegate that work out. I have that baked into here. We do this for a lot of our builds, but you can ask the agent right in the app to, even if you don't want to click this button, let's say you're in the car, you can tell your agent, hey, go ahead and create the estimate for this, this job. Take a look at it, make sure it looks right. If you've done this enough times where you can trust it, you can just say, create that estimate and go ahead and send it out to the client. If your rules, if your business logic is really well defined, this becomes extremely viable even today. So it's something I definitely recommend. Hopefully just seeing this layout can help open your eyes to some useful and more effective layouts for your construction business. Again, this is the way that software is going to be built going forward. You're going to see less and less off-the-shelf software solving these problems. And the biggest benefit is that once you own it, you own it. It's built. There's no recurring fee, very low. I think we pay $20 a month for the database to house all of this, but extremely low compared to what you might spend on Builder Trend, House Call Pro, Procore. These are all over $500 a month. Sometimes, in some cases, they're over $1,000 a month. Once you've built this out, it is yours, you own it, and you can evolve it forever. You don't have to worry about your vendor rolling out features or gating certain AI features. You can build it exactly to the way that your business operates. So if you haven't started down this path yet, absolutely do it. This is one of the best moves you can make in your business right now.